Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah, you're not doing well right now.
It's so windy today.
And cold.
Freezing.
Tundra.
Minus 21. Don't be dramatic. Minus 20 degrees Celsius. It's 20 degrees below freezing. Because for us, freezing is 0 degrees. Doesn't that make a lot of sense?
One would think so, yes.
You know why I know that?
Why?
Because I'm Canadian.
And I'm not.
And what identifies me if not my job? We're in a relationship and we talk about reality TV. That's all you need to know about us.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll find out more sooner or later, should you listen.
Should you? Are you implying that sometimes I go off on tangents about our lives?
A little bit.
The people care. The people want the juice.
Yeah, the tea. What kind of juice?
Okay, I think it's so weird that your guys, when I say you guys, I mean Americans, and maybe this is what this podcast needs to be about, our, fundamental differences at a time when I wish people would just come together. Oh, crap. I get really, I feel a lot of dread when I take gummies sometimes lately. Is that because of the state of the world, or should I, change which gummy I take?
Probably change which gummy.
No, I think we're supposed to care. We're supposed to care. It's really important to care. But for many, many hours every day, I would just like to watch really terrible television. And that's literally why we're here right now. And if you're here with us, thank you, because you make it possible for us to be here.
Oh boy.
I'm not even faking it.
There's a lot of emotions happening. We're here to talk about part 2 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City finale.
That's how good it is. I feel like we've been blessed that even here in the literal doldrums of 2026, it came in, we gave it a chance, we're over it already. Why am I sad?
I have no idea.
That's crazy. I'm actually asking you.
People coming together.
I don't think so.
People listening to this allows us to talk about these things.
No, I think I'm crying because Salt Lake City has provided us with so much entertainment this season.
This has been the best.
Oh my God, it's such a, at the risk of sounding like a millennial, that's the other important thing people need to know about us.
But I think this
so
has
they know our perspective.
Not been a good reunion.
What?
I'm on...
They're the most disrespectful.
Yes, I'm on Andy's...
Least professional.
I like reunions that are... You fight, but you're constructive. Lisa and Meredith are not constructive. Mainly Lisa. She doesn't listen to anybody. She won't take accountability. She's the one that just screeches.
They say they're not ride or dies, and they don't. Lisa doesn't speak for Meredith. Meredith calls her husband in the middle of all this, FaceTimes him, is holding the phone, and Lisa takes the phone out of her hand and starts explaining to Seth what's happening. I know we need to rewind. I know we need to give some context. That's not my job. What?
We're close. After they ask why she's talking to Seth.
She has an argument, a defense. That's the word. She has a defense against everything anyone says to her.
Yes.
No matter how trivial or how... It is almost a tick. It is instantaneous that she defends herself or denies or, projects. Oh my gosh, she says so... She talks so much and says nothing. Is that me? No, I'm talking about Lisa Barlow.
Yeah.
If it hasn't been clear. If you're wondering which side we're on, wonder no more. However, I would say we're on the side of no one / everyone's the asshole here. But I do prefer the people who can at least occasionally own that they are assholes.
Right. Which Lisa will never do.
Like, I know people don't like Heather either. Is Heather constantly, because now she's, like, beautiful and rich, is she, like, chasing the story? She's a little bit Kyle Richards in the, I feel like she tries to produce stuff to make it better. But, like, Kyle is bad at that.
I feel like now that
Ghost producing.
She's really stepped to the forefront. She doesn't really care about her kids anymore now that they're gone.
Yeah, you need to preface that, like, they're grown.
Yes,
She
they're
just
out of the
cares
house.
about them in life.
But, like, she's trying to be main character energy.
Kyle?
No. Heather.
Yes. Oh my gosh, she's so desperate.
Yes.
But Brittany is desperate. Whitney is desperate. They're all desperate in their own ways.
Yeah.
Except Mary. Man, we haven't watched the Cult show, but I will speak freely on it and give my thoughts. I don't care. I want people to know what I think. I love that people are defending her. I'm going to say that even though I haven't watched it yet. And listen, I don't love organized religion.
Same.
I'm religious. I have a religion.
Creaster.
We are Creaster Christians. We go to church twice a year, unless there is some other baptism or wedding that brings us to a church. I feel like that represents most millennials.
75% of people in North America are probably Creaster.
Right. So, like, I feel like that's also important. Is that a weird topic? You can't shy away from religion when it's the Real Housewives of Salt Lake
I need
City,
to get this out there. I
Utah.
said it to you in regard to Mary's Church and the Cult documentary, that it's rich that they're doing this huge cult thing when she's from Utah. And you could say the same thing about Mormonism.
Right. She's like, they're, in Utah, they're not used to a Pentecostal church.
Right.
They're not used to a black church.
Right.
So they see that as the outsider. So you get labeled a cult. Listen, do I think it's a cult? No. Do I think they're probably allegedly abusing their people financially? Like, are they taking advantage of people?
Every church does that.
Right. So we don't need a microscope.
That's why they should be
on
taxed.
Do churches not get taxed?
No.
Separation of church. Well, then, if churches aren't going to be taxed, then we need an actual separation of church and state.
Right.
And if we don't have that, then churches need to pay tax. Now I hate it even more.
I would look into who funded the documentary.
You are so objective.
Because if it's...
You get to the bottom of shit,
if it's some LLC, well then who formed the LLC? Was it the Mormon Church?
Are you a detective?
I'm not going to do that work, but be interesting to see if
someone wanted to take the time to do that.
Yeah, that's...
Well, someone did take the time to do that, and they made a TLC documentary about it.
I meant, like... Who found...
I know.
Okay.
But you could make a documentary
about the making...
Who funded the documentary.
The documentary about the documentary.
Neal and I also love really crappy horror movies. I mean, we don't love when they're really crappy, but most horror is crap, so we've watched a lot of crap.
Yes.
I feel like I've reached the limit for that word. Right? But I don't know how else to explain it. Terrible, horrible, no good, bad, bad movies.
I mean, bad
Tell me
horror.
Bone Lake was good. Look me in my face.
It wasn't good.
And tell me Bone Lake was good.
I was sold something that was completely different than what we got.
And where did you acquire the sale?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Says it's good?
No, it said it was a lake slasher. A lake-based slasher. So I automatically assume, okay, not Friday the 13th.
Terrorize through the woods,
Friday the 13th.
like run, chase. There was a lot of exposition.
Yeah.
There was a lot of character growth. Here's the thing, I don't like movies anyway, so, like, you don't really need to bother with that for me. I don't really need to get to know them.
I want to watch The Long Walk, and it is still not free.
Probably is in America.
I don't think it is.
Really? What if you need a stronger prescription for your glasses, but you don't know it because the glasses are still doing a good job, but they could be doing a better job?
Well, that's
what an eye test is for. But what if you don't go get an eye test because you don't know? Because you have nothing to compare it to.
I don't know.
Because you can't see better.
I can see great right now, so with my glasses on.
But it's not always about you.
Well, then you should get an eye test. There are like 10 within a mile. 10 eye
like
doctors.
The one thing this town has
Yes.
for some reason.
I wish I still had my sheet. I mean, I have it somewhere from my last.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am a shopaholic. I would get me your PPD, pupil distance, and get me your prescription, and I'm going to buy you some glasses.
What happened to it being about you?
Yeah, but I don't have a prescription, so I can't do that.
Well,
My gosh, if I needed glasses, there would be glasses
everywhere.
My gosh, in every room of the house. They would just be everywhere. You have one pair. You are an old man.
It was really nice. I went all out for these glasses. I paid for everything extra.
At a legitimate vision care center,
Yes.
like, waited for them to come in.
Which was really fucked up because, like,
I don't think you can say that.
I didn't have glasses for the 2 weeks I didn't have my Here, I had a previous pair that lasted a long time. I was at my parents', and I took them off for some reason, and I set them on a table, and they disintegrated. Like, it broke in 3 places just by lightly and gently setting them on the table.
Is that crazy? Is that, like, everything on the planet has this, like, small hitbox,
Right.
and you just happen to hit your glasses
Which,
hitbox?
like, I can drive anywhere here without glasses and be fine.
Really?
It's not.
You don't need to see signs or, like,
Right.
cars far away.
Right. If I were traveling somewhere, I didn't know that I needed to see the little street signs. Yeah, I'd probably have trouble with that, but I would be fine driving without them. I can't legally drive without glasses.
Really?
I have the code H, code G on my license, whatever it is. It says I have to wear glasses while driving. And last time I went in person to get my glasses, or to renew my license, she was like, "Oh, you want to try the eye test without your glasses?" And I was like, "Yes." And I could not get to the threshold you need to get to not have that code anymore.
Oh, no.
She's like, "You can keep trying if you want." I'm like, "No." She's going to guess every letter in the alphabet.
Stupid.
But it is
So stupid.
It is wild going to the eye doctor, not having glasses on, and then them doing I want you to read that without your glasses, and you can't get a single letter. And then them just, like, clicking twice, and all of a sudden you're looking at a 4K. Holy
I
crap.
think I'm losing my vision.
Well, that happens when you get older.
Is that why I'm getting so many headaches?
Your eyes might be straining to compensate.
Oh, I'm getting old.
My dad still doesn't have prescription glasses. Isn't that crazy?
What?
He has reading glasses. but he doesn't need prescription.
Okay, you know how I said you're an old person because you have one pair? You're not an old person because that's like my parents who also have reading glasses everywhere. Like you go to the dollar store and you just know if you're like a plus 2.25.
Yeah.
What does any of that mean?
The magnification?
And the plus or minus is like if you need it more. Why would you need something less magnified?
I don't know.
I think there's probably smarterist to it than that.
I told Jennifer this story recently.
Jennifer?
Where I used to work when I got my glasses. I was at the grocery store I worked at, and across it was like an 8-aisle grocery store. And across
painted the picture.
Well, because and you need distance, right? We had a sign in the produce section that listed everything on sale in produce.
Sure.
I couldn't read it
that's very convenient.
without my glasses from across as far away as you could get.
Mm.
And so I put on my glasses for the first time, and I could not believe it.
That's far.
Right.
I don't know if I could ever read that far
Like
away.
it was wild.
Did it make it better than 2020?
And so I got my glasses in like 2010.
Sure. We're doing a full glasses story
Yes,
right
and then
now.
I had my last vision test 3 years ago.
That's good, but shouldn't you go again?
Well, yes, but 3
Or like
years
every
ago,
year.
my vision had not changed
Right.
since 2010.
Okay, so
I eat a lot of
my
broccoli
gosh,
or
can't
carrots. Carrots and broccoli. Love carrots. Carrots help with vision.
the amount of carrots you would have to eat.
You would turn orange, yes.
The number of carrots, it's countable. The plane of it all.
What?
You need to set the scene.
Oh.
Airplane. Why did no one film? Love that Andy asked this. Why did no one film? Heather said, I have many theories on this. Her first one, she said, Whitney said in their dressing room, I regret not taking out my phone and filming. And Heather's like, I'm just being honest, but I thought, like, the first thought that came to my mind is, like, what kind of piece of shit would, like, film their friend doing that?
Right.
Which, like, of course, then Meredith is like, she's calling her cousin a piece of shit. Or one of them said it to the other. They're just mumbling to each other so much. They're so disrespectful. They're the kids who think they're still allowed to talk in class when the teacher has already asked for everyone's attention. You're not special. And they're screaming over each other. Andy had to walk away.
But I think with the regards to filming, it's now happened enough times where people on the Real Housewives shows have filmed and it went over so poorly that you don't think about doing it anymore automatically.
That was Brittany's point,
Yeah.
and Andy says that was going to be my point, is that you've been filming us!
I need you to leave.
You need to leave!
Also, like, Katie's basically got thrown off of...
Because no one will even interact with her because she filmed Shannon's meltdown.
Right.
So, you don't film each other. Also, like, in general, you don't film each other. There are cameras on you all day. Why would you need to film stuff? Unless it's, like, funny little reels and stuff. But then even all that stuff is curated.
Right.
You're not casually taking out your phone and pointing it at people when you're filming. So, yeah, Brittany got completely lambasted for doing that. So, is that a real word?
Yes.
So why would anyone? Andy is trying to circle back and they keep yelling over each other. He simply wants answered, Brittany, you tell us your perspective of what happened on the plane. Meredith, you tell us your perspective of what happened on the plane. And Meredith is like, no, but first I have to ask the question that I've been waiting this whole time to ask. Which was what? I don't care.
Well, then Heather's like, you know, why don't we get everything out, like all the stuff that you actually said?
Because Heather, this is what's always been on the previews. She's been screeching at me for 2 months. talking about Heather, and Heather's like, Meredith screeching at you? F you. I wasn't screeching at you, but I'll start. I thought this was Heather at her best, to be fair. I know she keeps trying for the gotcha moment, but she's like, oh no, our friendship is done. Like, I've defended you through a lot. You haven't defended me. And so now our friendship is over. Now I'm going to start saying what you said about Brittany. The libel, the slander, the defamatory things you said about Brittany. We aren't saying it. We aren't not saying it, which I love a meta moment like this. We aren't not saying it to protect Brittany. We're not saying the things because they're bad against Brittany. We're protecting you, Meredith, because it looks so bad that you said those things. And Brittany said, yeah, they're not protecting me. And Mary says, oh no, like, this isn't protecting Brittany. Mary is just being so upfront about Meredith. I think this is out of nowhere.
Put up or shut up.
Put up or shut up.
Say the stuff or shut up, Heather.
I agree. If you're still going to toe that line, oh, well, maybe we will be friends, so I won't say it because she's such an insecure people pleaser. God love her. God bless her. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Mary went after her.
Who?
Meredith.
She went after Lisa, too.
She said, oh, yes, I think you're dark. She was talking to Lisa. She said, I think you're in the dark and I want you to get help out and I am trying to help you out. That's really how she sees it.
I don't need your help.
Yeah. I don't know where this attack is coming from right now. I don't know where this attack is coming. Lisa's is kind of like a smoker's, like a valley girl. No, wait, like a cool girl, NYC, because she's not from Utah. She's from NY. No, that wasn't good. Who was that? Oh boy, I'm losing it.
So we haven't.
We still have 8 minutes left of the episode.
So if they,
why was I so enraged?
I don't think they're gonna actually say anything. I think they're gonna shut up instead of put up.
You gotta pick one that Brittany's comfortable having out as a rumor or nastiness. And you have to go for it, or else I'm bored. Do not, do not, what is that called? Wait, can we say that? Like, don't edge me, you know?
Before, in case you stop listening, because we're 23 minutes in.
I'm so sorry.
There are two things. I'm posting the video from Brittany's daughter about their girls' trip gone bad.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, Brittany's a bad person.
Yes.
Listen.
And B,
her insecurity has made her make some really like horrible person type decisions.
Yeah.
Lots of insecure girls on the show. That's what makes it work. Sorry.
The leaker for Salt Lake City has said that, or has claimed that, someone just quit the show, one of the housewives, and it's not who you think. So obviously saying it's not Meredith, who everyone would go to, because I think she already did quit.
I think she was the rumor is that she was being demoted to friend of Lisa, and she quit. Like, she would rather not be on the show than be demoted. And which, fair enough.
Lisa's
you don't want
filming
to go in that direction.
the, girls' trip, right? So she didn't quit.
Right.
Whitney can't quit because she's broke and desperate.
I could see them firing her, though.
Or not Whitney. Or did I say Brittany or Whitney?
You said Whitney, I think.
Whitney, yes. Whitney's desperate and broke.
Yes. Oh, and she would do this forever. It's a steady paycheck. There's nothing wrong with that.
Brittany wouldn't quit.
Never. Desperado.
Heather wouldn't quit.
Never, ever, ever.
So people on Reddit think it was Mary.
I could see there would be a lot of reasons that she maybe wouldn't want to come back. Especially if her church is if she's genuinely up and running and busy with her church again, it's probably better that she takes some quiet time with her son and,
yeah.
you know? There are reasons that it's important to step away.
And people hope it's not Bronwyn because they want to see her not in a relationship with Todd.
I could see it being Bronwyn too. Would she though? She can't, like, what if she doesn't shake out well from this divorce?
Right.
She needs a job.
Yeah.
J-O-B. I think Ashley is making out okay. Ashley Darby.
No.
Who you think is gross for hitting on Mauricio.
It wouldn't be Angie, because without this show, how would she tell people she's from Greece?
I think even though she went from friend of to middle snowflake first chair in such a short period of time, but now is like last chair a season later, like, is she already stale? I think you need her. I think her one-liners are amazing.
Why would they
Trampoline with
put,
eyes.
unless it happens in the third episode, why would you put Bronwyn first chair and, like, she's barely spoken?
I think because the biggest bombshell is going to be that she and Todd are separated.
But we already went through that.
Do we really?
I think so. Wasn't that at the end of last episode?
Was it?
Or maybe they didn't. Maybe that
because
is...
he has... I don't remember her explaining, like, why.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that is the bombshell.
Yeah, I think so. They are also, like, twittering on their side the whole time. The whole time Mary is calling Lisa out, and Lisa is sitting there, not turned towards Andy, not turned towards Mary. They're on couches that are, like, angled couches. You've seen a Housewives reunion before if you're here. She's sitting there, and she is just sitting square on, staring straight ahead, blinking. So the girls on the other side are like, does she understand what's happening? Like, she's not moving. She's blinking. She's doing a lot of blinking. They're like narrating that shady behavior. They're all intentionally shady.
Well, Brittany was talking and Meredith and Lisa were talking shit about her. So, like...
That's not true. Here's my thing. Do I think Whitney is capable of being a shit disturber and a liar? Definitely. But she will come with something specific. Like, say something specific about the plane ride. Like, you said this, or I talked to Meredith. Because then the claim was, oh, and this really pissed me off. Then Meredith's argument was, well, if something's so horrific... I know we've been all over the place this episode. I'm so sorry. Back to the plane. Not to you, to them. You just have to deal with it. Meredith is saying, if you were watching your friend completely bully your other friend, wouldn't you A, stand up for Brittany or come comfort her or change seats with her, which fair arguments, or B, come to Meredith and be like, yo, stop talking. Like, take an Ambien and go to sleep, mama.
Watch Crazy Rich Asians and go to sleep.
Shut your mouth.
But wouldn't that just trigger her if she's on a rampage?
That's that's you. That's you want to stay out of conflict. That would be your reasoning for just sitting aside. Their argument is even better. It's that, hey, we did that. Like, Whitney checked on you during the flight. Heather texted you after the flight. People were checking on you. This is Heather's point. Meredith, we were on your side. We felt it was wrong that Brittany brought up your husband, brought up that she saw that he was cheating on you in a TikTok, and brought it up on camera on purpose in front of the whole group.
Yeah.
People were on your side. But your actions on the plane, whatever they were, that apparently we're never going to see because there's no footage, because not even a producer thought to pick up a camera and put up.
Where's the black?
Yes, I will take audio only. Like, please, please, please.
Let's finish the episode.
No. Release. Oh, this is going to...
There is nothing to release.
No, you don't know what I'm going to say.
What?
Release the Victoria Beckham first dance video. Release it.
Everyone just post Lisa Rinna dancing very provocatively and like
in like silk, because Victoria Beckham wore like the satin silk. No, I've seen I've seen memes where she's been like, remember the Australian like street during the summer?
Yes, ray gun or whatever.
Who was just doing her best.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Her like Victoria Beckham like upside down next to a picture of the wife. I'm really sorry because like these are rich people problems. Like we want to renew our vows so that our memories will be happy and not embarrassment. Like you've never had to worry a day in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, do I believe your parents are capable of that and you have a very strained relationship? Yes. But I've also seen your photo book, Brooklyn Beckham. I've seen the picture of a literal elephant outline. This is a photo book that, like, someone paid to put together and sold on the market as, like, a coffee table book. Was photographs that Brooklyn Beckham took. And it's literally the outline of an elephant. And it says... Have you seen this?
No.
It says, elephant in Kenya. So hard to photograph, but incredible to see. It's a photography book. It's a shadow because he's against the light and like he's a bad photographer. And that made it into the book with the caption, hard to photograph.
Yes. How about we finish this episode? And
this picture is blurry, but you can tell there's a lot going on. That's a real caption on a real blurry picture.
He's trying.
My point is, he doesn't have real problems.
Yes.
I know it can be hard without your family, but everyone's gonna be okay here.
Right, yes.
Moving on. Salt Lake City. We have 8 more minutes.
We'll come back.
We'll be right back to clue it up. What in the world? We're back.
What an ending. Which, like... Wait, let me...
Meredith!
We are going to miss out on everything that happened leading up to what just happened because you know he's not going to actually revisit any of this, and I'm mad. So what happened?
Apparently, supposedly... This whole time, Meredith has actually been mad about and around Brittany because Brittany wrote a good review for a nail technician who turned out to be anti-Semitic?
Yes.
Huh?
So the story goes...
And you wouldn't bring that up and, like, admonish her every chance you got?
Apparently, the nail technician that Meredith used... got into a fight with someone and said some very disgusting anti-Semitic rhetoric.
And the way Meredith says it, it's like it was all over the news.
Right, and apparently it was all over the news. And then...
But it really was all over the news?
I don't know. They were getting...
I feel like news travels so fast and fleets so quickly these days that I think it's super realistic to... give Brittany the benefit of the doubt and say she didn't know. Because here's the timeline of events according to Brittany. Meredith's nail technician. So the connection already was Meredith. Reaches out to Brittany and says, I would love to do your nails for free in exchange for a post. And Brittany's like, oh my gosh, of course. So later, Brittany doesn't hear anything else about it. Nails are done. The nail technician reaches out to her and says, hey, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a positive review. Well, turns out he asked her to do that because he was getting review bombed because of the awful, terrible things he had said.
Right. And she...
So that looks bad.
Yes.
But don't you give her the benefit of the doubt that she didn't know when she wrote that post?
Well, she then said, once I found out, I told him to never contact me again and took down my post.
So what more do you want her to do?
And then she's...
Like, who would do that? She's desperate enough for fame to know that she would never write a review like that on a terrible human's post like that because she's in the public eye. You wouldn't mess up like that, would you?
I think that's no. I think
at the very base, at the like foundation of it,
looking
self-preservation.
I've only seen her for a couple seasons, and looking at her as a person, she is the type to not realize or not. She wouldn't have known beforehand. Like she's unaware of things, like how she treats her daughters.
She flips out at the end of the episode and says, "I'm tired of being ganged up on. I'm tired of being the low-hanging fruit." And it's true. If you're so much smarter than her and like wiser and richer and more mature, then leave her alone.
Yeah. Or maybe you should have reached out to her, Meredith, after she had made the post and been like, this is a great time for education.
But I think even Meredith's point was, and then you didn't reach out to me, and I was really hurt. Like, no, I don't think you were. I don't even think you knew that she wrote that post.
But it gets worse after this. Because Andy...
Because this is the deflection she makes after Andy has directly asked her what?
If she drank before getting on the plane.
Right. And I will circle back to your question. She's such a freaking lawyer. Deflecting.
Andy then asks her, in your interactions with Brittany... has she been anti-Semitic towards you or said anything anti... And at first she says no, like... She does not answer the question. And then he asks her again... And she uses more lawyer speak that doesn't say yes, but there are certain interactions.
No, she basically, the second time when Andy presses it, she said, yes, I do feel that was the, like, intention behind it type of thing. And that's when Brittany blows up, because it's like, no, now you're blatantly lying.
Right.
All they've been doing is lying the whole time, but now you are truly, no, I didn't. Yes, she did.
Like, this is a very controversial subject.
Like, that's a serious accusation to make. And to say she meant it. Right. And that she herself is anti-Semitic. And that you feel like that's why she has gone after you. Huh?
I'm going to say it. I am unhappy with Andy in this 3-part reunion so far. I think he has gone out of his way to defend Meredith.
Do you?
He has favored her, and I've been paying close attention. Mm-hmm. He does not let any of the other women talk, but will continually let Meredith get her whole thoughts out.
Because the whole idea is that she doesn't do any talking, so now she's finally going to defend herself instead of Lisa talking for her, so everyone be quiet and listen. I don't think we owe her that.
He asks another girl, like, he'll ask Angie a question, she'll start speaking, and then Meredith will start talking, and he'll be like, hold on, let's let Meredith tell us everything she has to think about.
I feel like he has to do that.
No, that's so... But then he doesn't go back to the original speakers, so then we keep losing.
Maybe that's what's been edited out. But yes, you get mad that we're not circling back. Like, Andy right now needs to be like, were you drinking?
Yes.
You didn't answer me.
I feel like we're not going to go back. Like, I think after this discussion, we're going to move on from the plane.
I do too.
And it's like...
We always want more.
Again, put up or shut up, and we're not going to hear anything that happened.
100%. Put up or shut up.
Because, like you said, the bombshell is going to be that Todd and Bronwyn are separated.
Yeah. Maybe we need to go watch Mary's documentary. Just to see for ourselves. I know, between that and the Mormon Wives reunion, there are things that are just... I want ice cream, so we need to watch something while I eat ice cream. Okay. I need ice cream and water. What else? While you're up. No, just ice cream. Okay, we're gonna go watch something and eat ice cream. Even though it's minus 21 degrees out.
Oh my gosh, it's like the frozen tundra out there.
Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your week.
We'll see you next time.